there's too much showing. Elsa determined it. Just a little bit. It's a conservative show, you guys. Hey, it's Marie Forleo, and you are watching Marie TV, the place to be to create a business and a life that you love so much. And it's Q&A Tuesday, best day of the week. Today's question comes from Kat, and Kat writes, I love Marie TV, keep it up, girl. But my question is, how do you stay consistent? I always try to set some time aside for actions that'll help me get further in my career. I'll be doing great for 2 weeks, and by the third, I fall off the wagon, go on a hiatus, and have to start all over again, which is much harder to do each time. What can you suggest for staying on task without getting burned out and quitting? Lots of loves and laughs your way, Kat. Kat, this is such an important question. Most of us struggle with being more consistent in some part of our lives, and it's really worth working on because the rewards of being consistent are huge. So that being said, here are 5 secrets to help you be more consistently consistent. Number 1 is keep your eye on your why. In order to really stay connected to what you're doing over the long haul, you have to have a clear, compelling vision for what you're trying to achieve and know why you want to do it. So for example, it's a lot easier to keep saving consistently if you're saving for something important to you, like your first house or a once-in-a-lifetime trip. You know, when I think about Marie TV, this is a big commitment, and we're in our 5th season, and it's not easy to keep doing this week after week. But I am committed because I'm clear on my why. This show is really the soul of my brand, and it's the primary way that I get to make a difference to as many people as possible around the world, and that's really important to me. So that's my why, and it is always in my eye. Number 2 is pick your battle. Now notice, I didn't say battles, I said battle. So I want you to pick one thing and just stick with that. The reason why is that we human beings have limited capacity when it comes to willpower and discipline. In fact, studies show that doctors recommend you do not try to do something like quit smoking and quit sugar at the same time, or you're going to fail at both. And I tend to agree. So pick one thing, and once you really make that a habit and you win that battle, then you can add on something else. Number 3 is schedule it. The late Stephen Covey said this, and it is a major, major secret to consistency. Don't prioritize your schedule, schedule your priorities. So this subtle distinction is so important. When you're trying to make something consistent in your life, you want to really build your whole life around it rather than trying to fit it in. You know, when it comes to Marie TV, the reason that this gets done so consistently is that we schedule it and we build our entire year around it. So everybody who works on Marie TV, we have these dates for the year. They are sacred, they're non-negotiable, and this is gonna happen come hell or high water. Hey, it's Marie Forleo. You're watching Marie TV, the place to be to create a business and life you love. And today's Q&A Tuesday. Keep rolling. Number 4 is ignore your feelings. Now, this is probably the only time you're going to ever hear me say this, but when it comes to developing consistency, it's pretty darn important to ignore the voice in your head that says, "Wah, I don't feel like it." I mean, anytime you're trying to be consistent at something worthwhile, like working out or meditating or painting or whatever, it's guaranteed you're going to hear that voice. "Wah, I don't feel like it." I mean, I hear that voice all the time. There are some days, as much as I love what I do, I don't feel like going to work. I don't feel like doing much of anything. But I've trained myself to override that whole voice in my head because I know the power of consistency. Now, if you've been consistent with something for a long time, or you're just clear that whatever you're up to, you're just done with it, that is fine. You can totally pay attention to your feelings, close that chapter, and move on. However, if you're still trying to develop consistency and the deeper part of you knows you really do want to keep going, please, for the love of all things holy, ignore your feelings. You can tell them, "Bye, Felicia."
Bye, Felicia.
Number 5 is catch that wagon. So don't have an all or nothing mindset. Don't think that if you miss one day meditating or you miss one workout that you're a total failure. When it comes to falling off the wagon, that's fine, and you probably will. We all do. This is where I think you're getting tripped up, though. I think you're spending so much time beating up on yourself that you fell off the wagon, that the wagon is just leaving into the distance and you're not getting back on it. So make sure you run and catch that wagon. And if you need a little extra inspiration, remember this tweetable. Success doesn't come from what you do occasionally. It comes from what you do consistently. So there you have it, Kat. 5 secrets to be more consistently consistent. And now I would love to hear from you. What's been one idea or strategy that's helped you become more consistent? I want to hear about what's worked and what hasn't. Leave a comment below and let me know. Now, as always, the best discussions happen after the episode over at marieforleo.com. So make sure you go there and leave a comment now. Did you like this video? If so, subscribe to our channel, and it would be fantastic if you shared this with your friends. And if you want even more great resources to create a business and life that you love, plus some personal insights from me that I only talk about in email, come on over to marieforleo.com and make sure you sign up for email updates. Stay on your game and keep going for your dreams, because the world needs that special gift that only you have. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time on Marie TV. Ready to find your voice and sell with heart? We'll show you how. Get started now with our free writing class at thecopycure.com. Side effects include enlarged profits. I'm shedding. I shed. More than Kuma, actually. I have no idea what's going on. Doctor's off. Bye, Felicia. Give yourself a hand for watching and tuning in, because you're a very smart person.